Hello, everybody. I Miss Tell It Like It Is. I hope everybody's doing wonderful out there. Today's topic is going to be, boy, has an attention deficit disorder done a job on me? Okay. Because I am not afraid to say that I have had attention deficit disorder my entire life. And I'm telling you, it's like a roller coaster ride, baby. A roller coaster ride of all kind of freaking emotions. One, I guess when I was growing up and I was younger, no one knew what to diagnose me with. But all I knew is I just felt different than all the other children around me in my class. I mean, other kids were sitting still, listening, and me, man, I was daydreaming somewhere out, looking out the window, okay? And my parents constantly got letters that I was daydreaming. Why? Because, for one, I couldn't focus. For two, if the teacher was just standing there looking crazy with a monotone voice, baby, my mind just escaped somewhere else. I guess I went to fantasy land, baby, because I was like, next thing I know, my mind was like somewhere else. And that's what the teachers always say. They said, Miss Tell It Like It Is, mind is not here. Her body is in the seat, but her mind is somewhere else. Baby, yes, it was, baby. I was at the zoo. I was in the park. I was at the mall. I was somewhere besides class. It's not that I didn't want to focus. It was just that I couldn't focus. And because of it, I felt not as smart as the other kids. I was smart, but because I couldn't focus, it was always a challenge for me. And I remember when I got in high school, it was just like I had all these assignments. Like, high school is so different because kids don't have all the assignments like they used to have when I was going to high school. But when I was in high school, there were all these assignments. And I remember I had like 7 classes, and maybe out of those 7 classes, I may have had 5 tests in that one day. And I was like, my mind was racing. I mean, I would sit there at home and I would study, but it was like I would have to force myself to stay focused. And that was the hardest thing, to force myself to stay focused. So sometimes I would overstudy. You see, it's a good side of having attention deficit disorder, and it's a bad side. The good side is when you make yourself focus, you can overly study, okay? That's the good side of it. The bad side is when you can't get focused. You can't focus, so you don't retain anything. But a lot of times I would just make myself focus, and I would overstudy, and I would actually get good grades. But the challenging part is when I started taking college classes. And I remember algebra, like math was my worst subject. And I used to hate when we had to put problems up on the board and it was my turn. Because when I started putting problems up on the board, nobody knew what the hell I was doing. And I was too embarrassed to say, look, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Like, the professor would ask me, what do you not understand about this? And I'm like, nothing, absolutely nothing. It's all like a foreign language to me. But somehow, I mean, I dropped out of college. I'm not going to lie. But somehow I did manage to get my high school diploma. And it took a lot of work. Every day it's a challenge for me also. The biggest challenge I have is keeping up with my keys, okay? I could tell myself, I'm going to put my keys here so I don't lose them. So when it's time for me to go out the door, I could just grab them. But how about when it's time for me to go out the door, I'm like, what the hell is my keys? I told myself I'm going to put my keys here. So when I leave, I could just grab my keys and go out the door. But guess what? It didn't work like that, okay? So then I'm running around like a chicken with my head cut off. Where's my keys? Where's my keys? Oh my God, I'm going to be late for work. And then guess what, you all? Guess where my keys be? In my purse. That's right. In my purse, because I overlooked them in a frenzy. Oh, let me tell you, attention deficit disorder, it's an adventure. Because a lot of times, your thoughts are just scattered and you are just, it's like thoughts just running everywhere. So because your thoughts are running everywhere, you are unorganized a lot of times. So it's like you can actually look in your purse and overlook your keys because your mind is such in a frenzy of not losing your keys, then you actually overlook your keys. Oh, baby. And in a relationship, let me tell you, attention deficit disorder is a trip because, baby, don't get into an argument with somebody who have attention deficit disorder because you better make sure you explain exactly what you mean because let me tell you how we process things are so much different, okay, than how people process things without attention disorder. A person can say one thing and they not mean it, but we could get in our sensitive mode and our brain process it a whole nother way. And we're like, you had to say that to me. And the person be like, what? What did I say? I know how you feel about me. It's okay. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. And that person's like, what the hell did I do? I didn't do anything. Because it's like having attention disorder is, you could be smart, but it's just how your brain just process everything around you. I think the greatest thing about attention deficit disorder, for me though, is when things are really bad around me, there are times my brain just doesn't process it. Like people could be miserable around me, but baby, because I have the ability to escape in my mind, I'm not always there. I'm like, everybody else may be like, it's hot or whatever. And I'm like, I'm somewhere, baby, in a cool place. The great thing about attention deficit disorder is you can escape, baby. And it's so easy to adjust to whatever situation you're in. But then sometimes you do get overwhelmed. Sometimes because it's like when it comes to organizing your things, you're like, okay, I'm going to get a better way of organizing my things. But while you're organizing, you don't realize that you be disorganizing. And after you thought you organized, you go to try to find something and you like, Lord have mercy, I tried to organize, but it just didn't work. So it's like, I'm at the point I'm going to have to take things and just literally pin them like labels onto things, I'm going to have to literally start making little labels and pinning them. This is where I put my keys. This is where I put my important documents, whatever it is. Because if I don't do that, guess what, you all? I'm going to lose things, okay? And I'm telling you, if it wasn't for my head being attached to my body, I'd probably wake up in the morning and talk about, where's my head? Oh my God, where's my head? I guess the point I'm trying to make is, You can have a disorder, but you can get through it. Life may be challenging, but you can make it. I'm a living proof. I'm making it every day. Sometimes, like I said, it's frustrating. Sometimes it's like I'm on a roller coaster in the middle of a jungle, baby. And I just don't know from time to time where the hell I'm going to end up at, because I mean, it's just rough. And don't let a whole lot of people try to talk to me at one time, because I'm going to be trying to listen. I'm going to be like, what the hell? What the? Hold on, y'all. One at a time, okay? Because I can't hear everybody at one time. That's another thing. With attention deficit disorder, it's hard to multitask. I mean, you really have to train your mind. But anyway, I just tell it like it is. I told it like it is. Whatever disorder you may have out there, you can make it, okay? Whether it's depression, anxiety, attention deficit disorder, bipolar disorder, schizophrenia, whatever, you can make it. Hold on. Stay encouraged, okay? Yes, I know attention deficit disorder, to some people, they may say, oh, that's not so major. But trust me, with people who live with it, yes, it can be very major, okay? It is not in our minds. The reality is in our life every day. And it's a challenge every day. But I'm optimistic. I'm going to make it. And so are you. Saying that, take care. Tulu. I miss Tell Like It Is. I told it like it is. Take care. I'm out.